Hello again everyone, it's June here. Time for April favourites. I've been sort of missing in action lately a little bit, chiefly because I've been dedicating a lot of time to sort of exercising and basically just changing my lifestyle quite dramatically. Yep, I just decided that it was time to start looking after my health a little bit more. So I have started exercising every day. I've started Zumba, which I do at least 6 days a week now at home here. I have my Xbox Connect and I do a good 60-minute session, high intensity, the whole works, at least 6 days a week, if not 7. It burns a lot of calories, and I'm also cutting back my carbs dramatically. Excuse me, my phone is ringing. Sorry about that. My phone rings every time I try to make a video. It's driving me mad. Where was I? Yes, exercise and diet and whatnot. Yes, so I have really changed things around in terms of what I do with myself. And I'm really pleased because I have lost a good bit of weight at this stage. I've toned up a lot. I don't know if you can see it on my face, but definitely I'm down at least 1 dress size. I'm nearly down 2 dress sizes now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And not going around hungry or anything, but yeah, enjoying it. So that's why I've been absent really. But I'm definitely in more of a routine now, so I should be able to make more videos as the weeks come along. So without further ado, let me talk about my favourites for April. For skincare, I'm just going to be boring and mention Philosophy's Keep the Peace products yet again. Absolutely amazing serum and moisturiser. They have turned my skin around so much. I'm certainly not suffering from as much sensitivity as I was. My skin isn't dry anymore. It's not tight or itchy or irritated. This is just beautiful. This particularly is an amazing moisturiser. It is so emollient. It's really gorgeous. So I love these products. If you've got sensitive skin, I'd recommend try and get a sample or something. An excellent sunblock. Not that we've needed it much lately. I have to say the weather's been awful. This is the Kiehl's Ultralight Daily UV Defense Cream. It's SPF 50. It's broad spectrum, UVA, UVB. Very light. Extremely, what would you say? It's just very oh, I'm looking for a word. It's light. Basically melts into your skin very easily without leaving you looking white or ashy. It's excellent under makeup. It doesn't make your skin greasy. It's just really great. I don't know how they've done it, but it's incredible stuff. I really like it, so that's great. This one here, this is my primer now of the month. I finally finished the Meteorites Pearls primer from Guerlain, which I had, and I was so sick of that primer, honest to God. I started out initially, I thought it was nice. The more I used it, the less I liked it. I don't actually think silicone is great with greasy skin. I really don't. I just think it causes the whole thing just lifts off your face and just slides all over. My skin would feel heavy and greasy and yucky by midday, and the smell was disgusting. Anyway, an expensive sort of disappointment. Anyway, I finally finished it, and because I just had to use it up, it cost too much money not to. So I went on to using this primer here, which is from Korres, and it's their Vitamin E face primer, which is silicone free, paraben free, no alcohol. It's really beautiful, natural product, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. This is gorgeous. It is super light. You just put it on, it melts into your skin. It doesn't feel remotely heavy. My skin is actually less shiny with this product. When I put it on, my T-zone does not get as shiny as it would have been getting with the Meteorites primer. Your foundation looks lovely over it, lasts for, you know, I mean, certainly the foundation I am using for April lasts all day with this primer underneath. I can't say enough about it, I love it, and I actually have a backup of this because when my friend Deb sent this over to me, and I can get this here in Ireland, but as it turns out, but she had sent me over 2 tubes because they had some offer on at the time. There was some kind of, it was on sale or something. So anyway, I've got a backup of this, which is great, and as you can see, I've used quite a lot of it already, so I'm loving that. It's brilliant. Foundation for this month, I've broken this out again. I had this in my drawer and I said, well, I didn't initially mean to throw the lid on the ground, but I didn't mean to do that. This is the Dior Skin Nude Natural Glow Hydrating Makeup in the shade 20. This is somewhat unusual for a French brand foundation in that this is pinky, 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 and I really love it. It's got a gorgeous natural tint to it. For me, it's quite a good match. It may show up slightly yellow on camera because my camera tends to make everything look yellowy, but it's absolutely gorgeous. This is a beautiful foundation. It is one that it has kind of, it's not, I don't know if there's silicone in this, but it doesn't feel like a typical silicone rich foundation because it has a slightly powdery texture when it dries down. So you do need to moisturize well before you put it on. And this primer here is particularly good under this foundation. It seems to just provide a nice amount of moisturization to go under this. But this is absolutely amazing. What I'm using to put it on, I've experimented a bit, and I'm finding that this sponge here, which is a MAC makeup sponge, kind of a bit like a beauty blender, sort of a short sawn off beauty blender. This is the best tool for applying this foundation. Just tap it on with the sponge and you get really natural looking coverage, but it's quite a good coverage foundation. It's certainly medium coverage to full, but you don't look pasty or, you know, mask-like with this on. It's really nice, and I'm sort of delighted to have just discovered this again. I had it sitting there and I hadn't used it for ages, and it's got SPF 10. Yeah, so absolutely gorgeous. Really love it. Let me see. For concealer then, this concealer again I'm still using, and this tube is emptying actually reasonably quickly. This is the Match Perfection from Rimmel. Lovely drugstore product, not expensive, in the shade Ivory. Really nice for under the eyes because it's quite creamy. Certainly not drying. And if you set it with a little bit of MSF Natural or the Bare Minerals Well Rested is one I was using as well to set this, and it lasts really well. And I've also been just like, if I'm wearing say a BB cream or something like that, I'll just put a tiny bit of that onto this redness area here and it covers it really nicely. So it's really, really natural looking foundation, concealer, and blends really nicely. So 10 out of 10 for that. Love it. Eyes, onto eyes. Yes. Eye base, again, I will mention once more, Lime Crime Candy Eyed eyeshadow base, and the dent is bigger than it was last month. This is great. It's quite a sticky base, so there have been days when I've kind of had to pedal back on my colour intensity because it really does intensify the colours of your eyeshadow. But what I do is I just get my MSF Natural, dust a little bit over this, and you're good to go. You can then blend your powder eyeshadows into that really nicely. But it does help hold your eyeshadow in place all day, and it's great stuff. So it's fairly bulletproof once you get it on properly. It's good stuff. Eyeshadows, my favourite eyeshadows, 2 cream eyeshadows that are gorgeous. Thanks to my friend Daisy from Daisy Nation, who is just divine. She sent me this MAC paint pot in Quite Natural. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see the writing on the pot. It's really silly to try and show you that. But Quite Natural is just a really quite natural kind of colour. It's a very neutral brown. It is absolutely neutral brown. It's like that. So it's a fabulous eye base. I've just been loving it. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of fairly neutral brown to taupe kind of eye looks this month, and that is a great base for those. Another one I've really loved, which is kind of similar in a way but a bit lighter, is Estee Lauder's Stay in Place cream shadow in Mochaccino, and that's Mochaccino, and it's just a kind of a, it's not necessarily lighter, it's just more grey, more taupe kind of colour with a bit of sheen to it. So yeah, it's very nice, and once that's on, it ain't going anywhere until you take it off. So they've been really, really nice, enjoyable ones for this month. Eyeshadows per se, this palette here, I did a little swap involving a Dior eyeshadow 5-colour palette in Incognito, which I bought and discovered that it was almost exactly the same as this Dior palette, which I already have and have a backup for. So I swapped the Incognito palette for something else, and I will show you the fruits of that swap because they're astounding. Yeah, this is the Diaphane palette from Dior. Now this is very old-fashioned packaging, and I'll just show you what it's like. It's just this kind of navy blue. I think the older packaging was much more chic than the new packaging. I don't really like the new packaging. I think it's overdone. But this is just gorgeous. And look at those colours. It's just the ultimate nude palette. It's just fantastic. And like, I don't know if you can see the shades. The shades are so gorgeous. I really do think that Dior have lost their way a little bit in the last few years with their eyeshadow palettes. They've brought out some really weird textures and really weird notions and ideas about what, you know, should go into an eyeshadow palette. This, I think, was their finest hour. It's just my opinion, but they're satiny shadows with a little subtle sheen, really natural, blendable, lots of pigment. You just can't fault this palette. I mean, look how well loved that is, and I do have a backup of it. So yeah, I rediscovered that this month, and I love it. I love it. Sorry, I'm just getting a cushion here under my legs because my legs are going dead. NARS, my love affair with NARS is continuing on. This 6-colour palette, this is the Palette Douceur de Paris, which is the Pleasures of Paris palette, and it's like this, and it's just a little delight. 6 beautiful shades. I really love this one here, which looks a bit nondescript, but it's just a really nice pale lilac colour, and I love it. I love that for my lids. And this one here, Cordura, is beautiful as well. It's a sort of a very deep neutral brown. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. NARS. Myself and NARS are involved in a very passionate affair at the moment. More NARS. This little single eyeshadow in Cairo. This is the perfect beige, I think. It's just a lovely, neutrally pinky kind of beige colour, just on my little pinky finger there, with just the right amount of kind of satiny shimmer just there. It's absolutely divine. I love it. So yeah, those are the eyeshadows I've been into anyway this month. Eyeliners then, I didn't really pick out anything for eyeliners, did I? because I haven't really, this is the only one that I've used consistently, and this is the chromographic pencil in NC15 NW20, and I've been mainly waterlining with it. Since I started taking omega-3 supplements, I'm getting away with waterlining again, which is great. So yeah, it's obviously improved the lubrication in my eyes. They're not as dry as they used to be, so I can actually waterline again, which is great. I have to be careful what I use. Some pencils will still flare my eyes up terribly, but this is great. Brilliant for waterlining, and it stays on all day, so that's been sort of keeping me looking reasonably fresh. Mascara, again, same as last month, Givenchy Phenomenise. This is, you all know, it's got the little round applicator. I absolutely love it. It's great volumizing, separating formula. This is getting a little bit dry now and it's starting to get a bit clumpy. So what I'm doing is I'm just using a spoolie just to comb through my lashes after I use it, and it's still going strong. So I reckon another month and maybe it'll have to say goodbye, but while it lasts, I'm using it. Okay, for blush, NARS again. This is Douceur. Douceur is just a dream of a blush. It's absolutely perfect for me. It's this lovely kind of mauvey shade just there. It's, oh, I'll try and swatch it. It's actually quite, it's pigmented, but it's a very natural colour. I just have swatched it there. I don't know if you can see it. But if you want to buy a NARS blush and you don't want to make any mistakes, I'd say go for this. Purely my opinion again, but it's a lovely matte, natural looking blush. You can contour with this. I find I can contour with this colour quite happily. It doesn't have much kind of reddish tone in it. It's just really, really pretty and very flattering. It goes with everything, and it's already developing a little dent because I've been using it so much. So yeah, that is amazing. Another blush I've really loved this month is from Deborah, and it's a brand that is pretty hard to get your hands on. This is in Cacao, shade number 12, and it's just a lovely kind of like a mauvey brown kind of colour, and it's got a little subtle shimmer in it, but it's beautiful, and I love that for contouring as well. So yeah, I would sort of even use that as a sort of a bronzer too, because that shade works for me as a bronzer, so that's gorgeous. My Daniel Sandler watercolour blushes, I've shown you these before. You know, you've probably heard of these before and seen them in action. They are amazing. They are very pigmented. This shade here, Truth, is kind of like a highlighter. On me, it doesn't really show up much as a blush because it's quite a flesh toned colour, but it's a great highlighter. And or if you wanted, you could probably even mix a little bit of this with your foundation if you wanted to give yourself a slightly sun-kissed kind of look, because it does have a lovely apricot tone. And this one is pink in Flush, and I'm wearing it today on my cheeks, and it's amazing. And what I've used to apply it, which is an amazing tool to apply it, is the Real Technique stippling brush. Works really well. Now there is a brush that Daniel Sandler has specifically designed for use with these products, but I haven't got that, but I may do. So yeah, so they're brilliant. For bronzer then, the odd time when I have used bronzer, it's been the MSF Natural in Medium Deep, and it's just like that. So it's not too bad. I mean, it's not that orangey. It's reasonably neutral. It's a nice product to use as a bronzer because it's quite matte. But MSFs blend really nicely, so it doesn't look kind of muddy on your skin. You know, you don't look as if you just haven't washed your face for 4 weeks. You actually look like you're a little bronzed. So yeah, that's really excellent. For my brows, I bleached my brows, which I like to do, especially in the summertime, because I think a slightly softer brow colour is less severe looking on me. My brows are really, really almost black. So I do like to lighten them. So I've been getting into using eyebrow pencils again, which I hadn't used for a long time. I had been using almost exclusively using the Blink eyeshadow mousse or eyebrow mousse. But I got these two from MAC. This is taupe. This is the Impeccable Brow Pencil in taupe, which is perfect shade for me. It's so neutral and cool, and it's a more cool actually. It's not neutral, it's a cool tone. And then Lingering, which you probably all know, again, which is a pretty neutral brown. So that's taupe there, and that's Lingering. So they're really cool. I've been really enjoying using those. Lastly, for lips, this YSL Glossy Stain, and the shade is number 6, which I don't know what the name of it is. It's one of the coral shades. It's a Coral Aquatique or something like that. But this is beautiful. The Glossy Stains are a really, really nice product. I'll just show you the colour. It's probably the most wearable and natural of all the shades. Some of the shades are just scary. I really wish they would come out with some more wearable shades. You know, I have one of these in a shade that's quite red. I would say I might wear it if I was going out. There's no way I'm going out that door in daylight wearing that colour on my lips. Much as I'd love to, I just haven't got the balls to do it. But this one is really nice. It's kind of a nice summery shade. Nice kind of corally, apricot-y kind of colour. I love the formula because you have a choice of just matting it, you know, using it as a stain very, very lightly, or you can slap it on a bit thicker and, you know, let it be glossy, and it will wear down to a nice stain over time without having to top it up during the day. So they're pretty nice. So that's shade 6. I think I also have it in the shade 9, which I haven't got here to show you, but it's really red. So, but yeah, that's that one. 2 lipsticks, and this is probably the one I've worn the most all month. I'm wearing it today, and that's Modesty from MAC. It's a creme sheen. It's really nice. There it is there. It's the ultimate neutral lipstick, you know. It's just me all over. It's kind of just a sort of, I don't know, very neutral, almost beigey kind of pink, I suppose. It's lovely. I like the formula too. And this one is from Rimmel, and it's 180. It's 180 Vintage Pink. And Vintage Pink is a really nice, again, a sort of, it's quite a cool pink actually now that I look at it. It's, yeah, I think it's a kind of a cool toned pink. It's like a deep lilac-y pink, but it's very pretty. So that's everything. That's the lot, guys. That's my monthly favourites for you. Yeah, if you want to know anything more about any of the products I've shown you, let me know. And I have to show you my swap with one of my subscribers, a girl whose channel is Techno Cupcake, which is a great channel name. I don't think she's got any videos, which is a pity because she's amazing. And we did a really cool swap, and she sent me a consignment of goodies. It's the only way I can describe it. So I will do a video on that, and also some sort of belated birthday hauling. It just never ended this year. It was amazing. Every time I thought I'd sort of received everything I was going to receive and I'd finished, more stuff arrived for me, and it was just great. So I did get a chance to do a little bit more shopping, so I may have done that, and I will show you what I got because I got some cool things. So mind yourselves, guys, be good, and I will see you all very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.